Theory and Theology, what is up? Happy Ramadan, everybody. Happy Ramadan 2025. It is also the Sabbath day. It is also the end of Black History Month. I'm not celebrating the end of the Black History Month, but it's still technically Black History Month until tomorrow. So I hope if you're doing anything for it, you're coming out of it better and stronger and into the new month of March with some good plans. If you're doing a Sabbath thing, I hope you're doing something that you want to do. If you're doing a Ramadan thing, I hope you're doing that well. I've got a couple friends that I want to talk to about Ramadan. One of them, I don't know the details of what they study. They just told me that they do, but they wanted to talk in another form other than where we were talking, and I have not been able to schedule how we can do that, so I don't really know what they're up to, but I'm hoping during this month of Ramadan that I can find out, and if they don't mind sharing it, I would like to know. I wouldn't like put their information out there, but keeping them anonymous, I would like to learn from other people who do something, because it's been kind of a long time since I've really known anyone who engages with the holiday, like firsthand known anybody. And there's another person that I think might not be online for the whole of Ramadan. I respect that. They kind of told me, I sent them out another message, but I don't know if they're going to get it in time because we're not in the same time zone. So I think technically for them, Ramadan had already started. And so I don't know. They said they might not reach back out, but if they do, and if it's something I can talk about at all, I will try to do so with discretion in mind. But I don't really know. There's no way that these people would be identified. But I just try not to be like, hey, I was talking to Bob the other day. He lives over here and he told me this and that. It's like, no, that's not what I'm doing on here. But yeah, I kind of am looking forward to that, because it would be kind of like the only actual like first hand people that I'm talking to about it. I'd kind of want to know what they have to say or what they're doing. So Ramadan 2025 is going from Friday, February 28th until Saturday, March 29th of 2025. And then I always thought it was at sundown, but I read somewhere today that it's at the sight of the moon. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Is it? Wait. I think I said that before, but let me see. Let me make sure. I am not the authority on Ramadan. I am an enthusiast about religions and spiritual topics, and I like to have first-hand experiences and talk to people about their first-hand experiences with different things. I don't know what that's called. Like, I know when you experiment with like psychedelics and stuff like that, you're called a psychonaut. But what are you called when you like to experiment with religious and spiritual things? I don't really know what that would be called. And I'm not into every single thing. Some things scare me, and some things I've had experiences with that really scare me. Um, I did have an experience with Ramadan last year that was a little scary. It was weird for me. Um, but I did have some interesting experiences with it. And that was my first time with it firsthand. And so I want to know secondhand. I want to know a second time around. I don't really fully have a plan yet of what I want to do. So let me see. I'm looking up right now what are the 5 pillars of Islam. Now, I'm not trying to like preach Islam or anything. I don't know enough about it to even do that. I have to look up the major pillars. Like I don't even know it. Oh, come on. Okay, so Sawm, SAWM, fasting, which involves abstaining from food and drink during daylight hours during Ramadan. So that is Psalm. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. I've never seen that word before in my life. Some things I want to do during Ramadan. I wanna learn some more Arabic. I know a few letters, which is I'm not from this culture, so I'm not gonna be harsh on myself about it. But I have some friends that know Arabic. It might be their first language, even one of them it is. I don't know the other one if it is or not. I can't recall. I think it is, but I might be wrong. But I'm curious to know. But I do want to learn more about like writing and reading. I can bounce some ideas of what I might want to do. I'm not gonna say for sure, but I can just talk about brainstorming about what interests me right now. One thing that I have for a task actually for this week that I've put as something I'm reflecting on and working on or starting to work on. I already started working on it, but I'm gonna start working on it more right now. Is my schedule, because I've been adjusting my schedule to work for something better for me with my energy levels and things that I need to be getting done. And so I want to have a certain schedule, and something like Ramadan could potentially be relevant when looking at a schedule. People know that I kind of grew up around Sabbath time of the week, either values or practices. So that for me isn't something that's hard to like tune into. I find it pretty easy to tune into that and kind of recognize, what I kind of like to recognize what I'm tuning into. Like, it kind of helps me at least, for a couple days of the week, I know what time the sun goes down. I do kind of, for a while now, for quite a few years now, I've had this, not obsession, because I don't know it enough, but I've had this interest in knowing what cycle the moon or phase the moon is in, and I've kind of like developed this interesting connection to the moon, whether it's lunar calendars, like the Chinese, like the Lunar New Year just came in not that long ago, and then I think the religion of Islam and also Judaism, they follow some form of lunar calendar. And so I'm not like fully unaware of it. I just don't know a lot about it because usually our timing in mainstream American society is based on Gregorian calendar and the sun. And I don't know. I'm kind of interested in other things. So I feel like completely neglecting things that have to do with the moon and lunar stuff. It's like you're only really paying attention to one thing. Uh, but I've definitely been pretty interested in it. Um, I haven't really been very diligent at deep diving into some of my interests. I have a friend that I often bounce ideas off of with stuff, but we're kind of like we're both completely all over the place all the time and just like let's talk about this and talk about that and talk about this and that. But because I've been off of some social media or certain types of media that I'm just not consuming so much lately, I'm kind of supplementing that with other stuff. Some of it is more fulfilling to me, and other stuff is like I definitely need to take it off of my to-do list and put it into action more. And so I don't know, like I think I'll check and see if Obed Fox has any new content out. He was probably the first person that I came across that was studying a lot, that was doing a lot and studying a lot, and I kind of was like interested in, you know, talking in his content. I found it to be very valuable. Um, and then there was somebody who, let me see, that was Obed Fox. There was another person who, no, he was the only one, I guess. It was only Obed Fox. But, yeah, other than Obed Fox, there was like, somebody kind of more, sorry, somebody's over here, like, I think they're Skyping or something. But they've got their video chat on. Or maybe they're taking selfies. I can't really tell. But I'm a little bit trying to be a little bit alert because it's night and I'm in a parking lot. But it's a well lit parking lot and I recognize at least one of the cars that's over here. But yeah, so I think I do want to learn some Arabic. I don't know that many letters. I know some music and I know some other stuff, so I might practice some of it. I think the easiest stuff for me to learn is like stuff that I see. So words or things that I see, learning how to spell those. My pronunciation would probably stay atrocious because I already know that it's hard for me to pronounce some of those terms. And then I don't know if I want to read the Quran more. There's certain stuff that I do want to study, but past studying that, I don't know if I really will study it more. But I might. We'll see. I don't really know how I feel about it because the Quran I bought, I think it was last year during Ramadan, maybe. Was it? I don't remember when I bought it, but I did buy a Quran, and I feel like it was last year during Ramadan. So I've had it for maybe like a year. I could probably look up. I don't think it's probably too long ago to look up when I bought it, but I'm pretty sure it was from. I think I talked about it on here, so maybe it was sometime in 2024. It's not an old Quran. Like I haven't had it for that long, but the English translation is terrible. I wanted to read out of it though. Now I don't know if there's any kind of tradition about praying before and after and all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to say that I know what I'm even talking about, but whenever something says that there's a pillar, if there's a text about it, I want to read it in the original text. So what I want to do, because I brought this Quran with me to the parking lot to read, I want to read it. So I might read it out loud on here, but the English translation is so bad. It's just so bad. It's like the worst translation you'll probably ever find of English. It's just so hard to understand. And I almost returned it, but I was like, you know what? It's a good price. I can figure the English part out. Like I'm used to all kinds of English, so it's like I can figure out generally what it means, I'm pretty sure. Um and I don't know if it's like a is it called a concordance? Maybe a concordance isn't the right word. Or like a transliterated, I don't know what you would call it, what it's called when there's like interlinear. Is that what it's called? Interlinear, like an interlinear type of scripture where it's like word for word kind of breaking down what the words mean. I don't think it's written in English like that. I just think the translation is maybe not super accurate. But I want to see what it says. So I did look up this information. I'll try to post it too. Be patient with me, guys. It's going to take me a little bit to try to post some of this stuff. But I want to read it out of the actual Quran, not from the internet, from this website. But it's not going to sound good. Oh my gosh. How many verses is this? If it's too many, I'm not reading all of this. Okay, so there's so it looks like there's this one. I don't know what this is. I'm not familiar enough to even like tell you what it is. I think it's Surah Al Qadr. And then the other one is Surah Baqarah Ayah. It says that one is 187, 185, 184, 183. So I might read the one that's just the one verse first, and then see if I can even find. It's gonna take me forever to find this, guys. But I've got to look it up in this book, and I'm not familiar with this book. So I've got to turn on my phone light, look this thing up. Where are we at? This website. Sorry, I have to scroll back because I scrolled all the way to the end. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to get this book out. And now it opens right to left. It has the binding on the right side, which is cool. It is in Arabic. It's got the tajweed, which is what I wanted. It says Tajweed Quran with meaning, translation in English. With index on Quran topics. It's by Dar Al Ma'arifa. Dar is one word, Al is one word, and then Ma'arifa as the last word. And it says, and transliteration. And this is off of Amazon. I can't see the sticker. It's the sticker I kept on there. It's got like oils on it that seeped into it. So It says coded on there too. I don't know what coded means. CODED. So I don't know. It's got this like stamp image. Oh, there's so much in here. I don't even know where to start. Like, I have to find. Okay, first thing, I have to find the content so I can even find where Surah Al Qadr is. Now, Surah, Surah, I believe that means either section or chapter or book, something along that, or scripture or something. It's kind of like in the Bible how you would say, like the book of Mark, the book of Genesis. It's like the section that you're reading. But I have to find where to even get to that. Because it has all this other cool, colorful information with all these cool prayers and things and like glossy paper. I'm never gonna find this. Let's see. This is maybe harder than I thought it would be, like on a phone camera, on a phone, with a phone light. But I'm trying, guys. Please bear with me. I think this is just explaining like the types of words. I don't even think I'm in the right part. I need to find like the chapter. I don't even know how to find it. Like I need like a table of contents or something. Like I don't even know where to find. Okay, this is it's an index of some kind. There's a lot of English in here. I am not so familiar with Arabic to be opening books that have so much Arabic in them. And as you can see, I have clearly not been reading this throughout the year. So I'm not even familiar with how to like navigate it too much. I've opened it a handful of times. But I am glad that I kept it. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you at? I don't know. Okay, it has index of the Holy Quran's subjects. I think this other index. Okay, it has the Surah index. Please let it be just one page. Okay, it's got the one page and then it's got a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm looking for Al Qadr. Surah Al Qadr. Now, if the English translation on here isn't spelled the same as the English transliterations in this book, I might never find it. I'm going to have to go another route to looking at, okay, I see Qadr. I don't know if there's Al Qadr, if it's the same thing, but we're about to find out. So Qadr, where is it? Qadr. Page 598. Let me remember this index page, because shoot, this is going to take me forever. So 598 is where I need to be. 598. Does this book have bookmarks? No bookmarks? There's one bookmark. Okay. So I need to find the page number 598. Okay. 5. That was towards the end. It's like the very end. What's that noise? Oh, these kids on bikes and scooters. Which one is it? Is this it? Qadr is that short. So I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it at all. Um, Surah Al Qadr. No, this is what it seems like on online. It seems like it's the same thing. So I'm gonna read it. Surah Al Qadr. It says, or the night of power or honor. I'm not gonna read the Bismillah part because I'm just not gonna read it. It says, so it's 5. If they're called verses, it's 5 verses. It says, we have indeed revealed this message in parentheses, in the night of power. 2. And what will explain to thee what the night of power is? 3. The night of power is better than 1,000 months. 4. Therein come down the angels and the Spirit by Allah's permission on every errand. 5. Peace. This until the rise of morn. So I might have to circle back to this. I don't know what that means. But that's what it said to read. And then this other one was Surah Baqarah Ayah. So I gotta go back to the index. Because unlike the Bible, I do not know the order of the Quran. And I've never even heard of some of these things. Okay, where is that? Okay, index. See, I'm learning. I found the index again. Okay, Surah Baqarah, page 2. So it's a long one. So it's after Fatiha, and then Baqarah is the second book, or whatever you call it, scripture, scroll, page 2. So now we're going all the way back to the beginning. Page 2. Page 3 is where I'm at. So one more over, we'll be at page 2. Where's page 2? There is no page 2. Okay, well, oh my goodness. Okay. And it says Baqarah, so we're gonna do, Baqarah Ayah. Is this the same thing? Baqarah Ayah. Baqarah Ayah. This doesn't say Baqarah Ayah, it says Baqarah without the Ayah. So let's test it and see if it's the same thing, because I'm already here. So we're going to do 183, 184, 185, 187, 183, 184, 185, and 187. Alright. Goodness. 183. This is like a workout. 183. I might be in the wrong chapter, but let's see. Okay, there's 187. So 183 is going to be right over here. Alright. Let me see if it compares at all. Okay, this seems like it's the same thing. So I guess Baqarah and Baqarah Ayah are the same thing. I don't know. So 183. Baqarah 183, which is Surah 2. It says part 2. So does Surah mean part? I don't know. Anyways, Surah 2, 180, Baqarah 182, 183. O ye who believe, fasting is prescribed to you as it was prescribed to those before you, that ye may learn self-restraint. Learn as in parentheses. So it's 183. Next is 184. So it's about 3 times as long. 184. Fasting, in parentheses, for a fixed number of days. But if any of you is ill or on a journey, the prescribed number, in parentheses, should be made of, then close parentheses, from days later. For those who can do it, in parentheses, with hardship, close parentheses, is a ransom. The feeding of one that is indigent. But he that will give more of his own free will, it is better for him. And it is better for you that ye fast, if ye only knew. And I think this is the last one. We gotta do 185 and 187. Okay, 185 and 187. Oh, this is very long. It is hard to read. Or I'm not gonna do the close parentheses thing because I think it's harder for me to like say what it says and like understand anything at all when I'm throwing in the close parentheses thing. But I'll post the link to where I am getting this reference from. But I'm not I don't know. The translation I'm reading from, like I already explained, it's already hard for me to understand. 185. Ramadan, they spell it differently. They put an D-H-A-N instead of D-A-N. Ramadan is the month in which was sent down the Quran as a guide to mankind. Also clear signs for guidance and judgment between right and wrong. So every one of you who is present at his home during that month should spend it in fasting. But if anyone is ill or has a journey, the prescribed period should be made up by days later. Allah intends every facility for you. He does not want you to put He does not want to put you to difficulties. He wants you to complete the prescribed period and to glorify Him, in that He has guided you, and perchance ye shall be grateful. And then the last one, 187. Permitted to you on the night of the fast is the approach to your wives. They are your garments, and ye are their garments. Allah knoweth what ye used. Allah knoweth what ye used to do secretly among yourselves. But He turned to you and forgave you, and now associate with them. But He turned to you and forgave you, so now associate with them and seek what Allah hath ordained for you. And eat and drink until the white thread of dawn appear to you distinct from its black thread. Then complete your fast till the night appears. But do not associate with your wives while ye are in retreat in the mosques. Those are limits set by Allah. Approach not nigh thereto. Thus doth Allah make clear his signs to men, that they may learn self-restraint. I'm gonna have to pour over that some more. I don't fully understand what the one I read first, which is listed last on this website. I don't fully understand what it means. I don't fully understand what any of it means, because it's kind of complicated to try to understand this. But I'm gonna say, as far as learning what some of this is, so Baqarah, Surah Baqarah, if I look at it at the beginning, it has a note here. Okay, so the very beginning says Al-Baqarah, or the heifer. Now, I don't know why it's called the heifer, but Al-Baqarah, I guess, means the heifer. And the way to spell it, I don't know the names of the letters, but it has a lot of the letters listed on the what do you call this? On the binding, on the what do you call the margins, in the margins? It does have the term Baqarah. Well, there it says Ayah. 286 Ayah. Baqarah, number 2. So it does say Ayah. But I don't know the letters. I think that would be a good place to learn the letters of what that is. I see the Q letter. Looks like a lowercase g with 2 dots over it, kind of. Has some vowels, long vowels, short vowels. Okay, so I didn't know that their vowels have that letter. A looks like a lowercase L. I don't know how to get the. I have no idea how to find these letters. But that's what I'm gonna have to figure out, is where to find the letters of how to read it. I think the easiest way for me to learn is learn some letters within some words, like stuff that I would maybe be reading and seeing more often, like this term Baqarah. I mean, if it means heifer, at least we know what that means. What does the other one mean? I didn't look it up. I didn't look at the beginning. Surah Al Qadr. What did that mean? You guys remember what that meant and what page it was? Like 590 something? So we know that Baqarah means heifer. And as far as my energy is going to take me tonight, probably is to figure this one out. I forgot what the page was. Qadr. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing these incorrectly. I can't roll my R's, so that's already going to be an issue. And then I really just don't fully know the accent too good. Whoops, I accidentally unplugged my earbuds. And then I just forgot just now to plug them back in. So now I'm recording without the earbuds. So I hope the sound quality isn't bad. Maybe it's better. I don't know. But it says on page 598, that's where I saw in the index where it is. And it says Qadr, or the night of power or honor. So Qadr means power or honor. It has that same Q letter that looks like the lowercase English G with the 2 dots. And it has that, is this the same D? I don't know if this D is the same D. I don't know how to describe what it looks like. There's like a bubble to the right with like almost looks like a dip down into like almost like a U looking shape. With like a dot on top of the right part. So the D with a dot under it looks like that. But then there's also an S with a dot under it that looks pretty similar but doesn't have the dot. I like I said before, I learned some letters in Arabic, but I don't know a lot of them. So I think I'm gonna practice these words with writing them, learn to write them, and try to remember what they mean, and see if there's some other words that I want to maybe learn. I know that this term or phrase or prayer, the one that's in the name of Allah, most graceful, most in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. That Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, that's very commonly used a lot. I've heard that probably more than any other kind of thing that I've heard related to Islam. So maybe learning to write and read that. But also I feel like some of this traditional font, because there's the kind of like letters that for me are very hard to read with the little, there's like this artistic, like a very artsy artistic way of calligraphy. That's what it's called. I see the word here. Calligraphy of words only without dots or vowels. There's calligraphy and vowelization, and there's calligraphy and vowelization and dotting. So that kind of confuses me. The calligraphy parts, when it has every single thing written in there, it's like there's a lot of dots and things going on, and it's just confusing to my eyes, like, because this isn't a very familiar language to me. Like, it's familiar, but I never took too much time looking into it. I did maybe at once in my life, but whatever I learned, I don't remember, other than like maybe the first few letters and how to pronounce them and how similar they sound to one another. And I know how to write maybe one word, because I did a project on this Nike Air thing back in like high school or junior high. I think it was National Geographic had this article about Nikes that had this, it said Air, Nike Air, but it had the it said air kind of like almost in cursive or like a type of font, but then the way it looked was more like it looked like the word how you would write Allah from right to left, even though from left to right it said air pretty much. And so I kind of know what that word looks like overall written, but I haven't really spent a lot of time practicing writing or anything like that. So it would take a lot of time to study all of this, but I don't know how much I really want to put into studying it. I really just don't know. I'm kind of trying to decide on that. And even if I do decide on it, I don't know if I'm going to talk about it. I'll have to see what my comfort level is with that. But I'm curious to know, like, I need to read the beginning of this and of this Quran and some of the, not the text necessarily, but the information about how it's written and how to read the different parts of it, and then the indexes and stuff. I kind of want to go through some of that stuff first before I start doing any other thing. And I think there's like a QR code. And I don't want to knock it. Like, I'm not trying to like be like, oh, this Quran is like terrible. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I bought it with my own money and I like it. I considered returning it and I liked it enough to keep it. Because it has everything that I wanted. Because I did want to learn the tajweed, and I did want to learn some of the not musical, but there was like there's a recitation of a certain section that I really like, and just the melody of it and everything, and I was like, I kind of, I wouldn't say I know it by memory, but by melody, I think I know how this person did their melody, and then I know that melody because I've listened to it for so many years now because I like it so much. And I think using that melody to try to learn how to pronounce and read some stuff, it would really be helpful. But there's also a YouTube channel. I haven't looked this up, but this is what it says as far as the Dar al Ma'arifa. I guess those are it says all rights reserved. And it's got a P.O. box, Damascus, Syria, 30268. I don't know if you want all of their handles, but I'll say them here. They've got email, which is info@easyquran.com, EASYQURAN.com. There's an English Facebook, which is facebook.com/easyquran.en. There's a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Dar al Ma'arifa, which is spelled DARALMAARIFAH. And then they've got an Arabic Facebook, which is facebook.com/easyquran. There's twitter.com/Subhi Taha, SUBHITAHA. And it says Dar el Khatab Lebanon 2023. And it says coded QR, and it's got a QR code. So maybe if I can get the link for that QR code, I can put it in this description and see if it has more on there if you guys want to learn anything off of this. Like I said, I am not an authority. You guys saw how long it took me to even look up what this was, and I don't even know half of what it means. And so I'm going to go back through it again by myself and look at it more. Not maybe right now, because I feel like I kind of stumbled enough through this that I don't even know if you even made it this far listening. with my rambling and then stumbling through this, if this is what you like, I might be doing more of this. I might not. I don't know. I'm not comfortable really with reading things when I don't really know. I don't want to be offensive, and I don't want to be like reading things in ways where it's like I'm doing it wrong and I'm not saying the prayers and I'm not really doing it right and I'm not really following any kind of traditional way. I'm just like I said, I'm enthusiastic about stuff and I like it, and so I try to do some of it. And this is kind of my process with it. I don't want to get too caught up online though. I kind of like to read like the old school stuff, but it's like I don't think this really has commentary in it, but I think if I can learn some of the letters or learn to read it, I could probably practice reading some of this stuff. I just don't think I'm going to be able to learn how to read fast. I think I'll have to start with the melody that I know, which is called Yasin, a melody that this one young guy did. He's probably like close to his 30s now, but I don't know if you guys want that. I don't think it even has anything to really do with Ramadan, but I'll post that because I like it and I'll be able to find it. That's kind of the melody that I think it would be the easiest method for me to use to learn, because it's something that I'm familiar with how it sounds already, pronunciation wise. And if I could put the letters to the sounds, I could probably remember it pretty well. I just have to remember how the letters look. But it sounds almost exhausting to even try to use my brain to do any of this. Like, I haven't really done anything like this in a long time. And I don't think I'm really going to get good at it fast or maybe even remember it quickly. I haven't been, like, doing any language learning in a really long time. I think I tried some in 2024. I was trying to learn a word a day of, like, Hebrew, and that didn't go very good. Maybe it was even 2023. I don't remember if it was 2023 or 2024. And I know that doesn't have anything to do with this, but I might try a little bit, at least during this weekend, because I don't really have any other things planned other than some conversations about some other religious related topics with someone else, with a friend of mine. We're probably going to talk about some stuff and catch up about it a little bit, because we're both studying whatever we're studying, and we'll probably talk some about it. But yeah, I mean, things like this, when my weeks and my days get very boring, this is the kind of stuff I look forward to. I'm like, this to me is exciting. I mean, it's a little late at night now. It's like 8:27 p.m., so it's a little late, and it's Friday night, so I'm kind of tired. But I'd rather do this, this to me is way more interesting than like sitting on YouTube binge watching stuff or like watching whatever I was watching on Amazon Prime. I mean, just to disconnect for like at least a day, almost 24 hours, and like study some stuff. I don't know how involved in Ramadan traditions I'll get. I do want to study them. I don't know if I'm really going to be fasting. I did definitely eat today during daylight, but I mean, technically it's not daylight right now. I mean, technically technically Ramadan started tonight. I might order some dates. Could you break the fast with a date? I might order some dates. I don't see anything wrong with ordering dates online. Maybe I can get some dates delivered to the house tomorrow. Let me see if I can do that. Excuse me. Goodness. I might order some dates. That might be something fun. I guess I'd need like 30 of them, right? I don't know. How many dates do you normally eat on Ramadan? Oh, I guess I'd have to order like Amazon Fresh. I could just go in a store. But yeah, I don't want to like spend a bunch of money on stuff, but I'm wondering if I'm gonna try at least like some of the traditional stuff that others are doing. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if I'm going to be fasting. To be honest, last year it kind of freaked me out. But when I think about my health this year too, I'm not really in that same health predicament that I was in last time. Not fully. It's not fully cured or anything, but it's not like it was. I'm not having those same issues. I'm not going to talk all about it this time. It was kind of a lot to talk about last time. So if you want to know, you can find it if you go and look at the Ramadan 2024 content that I posted last year. I kind of did talk about the health related stuff. Oh, Dole has a brand of dates. Whole pitted dates. Fresh Medjool dates. Pitted dates. 12 ounces. 12 ounces isn't a lot. 8 ounces isn't a lot either. How many can I get? What are these? These are figs. This is not even the same thing. I don't know. What if I don't like them? I'm going to try to order a couple packs of these. Is there like a certain type of dates that people normally get? Is there like a... This one that says Medjool seems a little more authentic maybe. I really don't have anything to base that on, but just the name itself doesn't sound American. So I might go with that brand. I don't know anything about halal. That sounds like a bit too much of something to try to understand all of a sudden. But this does say pitted organic. I don't know what Medjool dates means. The information is upside down. It says that per 2 dates, it's 110 calories. Wow, I didn't know they're so high in calories. Wow, that's really high calories. They're mostly sugar. Sugar and fiber. 11% fiber, 27% sugar, and some small percentages of potassium, calcium, and iron for your daily values. Well, those were the percentage of your daily value, the daily value percentages I read. But as far as grams, it's 3 grams of fiber, 27 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein, 300 milligrams of potassium, and 30 milligrams of calcium, 0.3 milligrams of iron per... I guess the serving size is 2 dates. So per 2 dates, that's what you're getting with 110 calories. Well, this one says 140 calories. And these numbers are completely different. Well, yeah, these numbers are different. It's saying 4 grams of fiber, 30 grams of sugar, 33 grams of carbs. Well, that's within the 33 grams of carbs. That's how those break down. Yeah, but it's still 2 dates. But it's saying 140 calories. I don't understand. Doesn't look like there's a lot in here. Maybe I don't want to spend $10 on dates, though. I don't know. I might order them, though. Let's see if they can get here early. What time does the sun come up? Wait, so you break fast with dates, right? But what time does the sun actually come up? The sun comes up at 6:21 a.m. So if I do decide to do any kind of fasting while the sun is still down, I won't be able to eat them if they arrive after 6:21 a.m. I want to get two. I'll get 2 packs. All right. So I'm going to order these dudes, and then I don't know. Let's see how they taste. Where is there 3? See, I'm going to order these little dudes. And then I don't think I need to order anything else. Okay, check out Fresh Cart. I'm gonna order these little dudes. Sorry, I'm doing this right now. I hate shopping online because then I want to buy a bunch of other stuff. I know there's probably other traditional stuff. So maybe I'll just get one. In case there's something else that comes up that's a traditional thing that I want. Let me see if I can get one. Do I have to go back? I have to go back and change it to just quantity of 1. So let me get a quantity of 1 of these dudes instead of 2. Let's spend $5 instead of $10. If I need more, I'll buy more later. And so these will be coming tomorrow morning. And I'll see if I can even taste them in the morning or not. I'm getting hungry. I knew this was going to happen. Whenever I start, thinking about food, I want to eat. I want to eat something. Whoa, why is it costing that much? You know what? I don't think I need these. From here, it's like $20 just to order it. Well, that's because they added a $5 tip. But without the tip, it's already nearly $15 for something that's $5. Screw that. No dates. If I find dates, I'm gonna go order them in person then, or do it another way. Cause this is ridiculous. I'm not paying that much money for something that's barely, it's not even a meal. It's just snacks. So let me not even do it. But yeah, there's kind of some stuff where I'm a little curious to know what I'm gonna do. I haven't really decided. There's a lot I want to learn. I don't know what I want to do specifically with what I'm learning, but there is a lot that I do want to learn. So I want to see what I want to do, decide how I'm gonna do it. And then I'm going to see of that if there's stuff that I want to talk about and what it is that I'm going to talk about. And I'll discuss that. And then if I find the old episode, I'll probably post that one too. Just a recap of Ramadan 2024 in case you didn't get that story. The main story of kind of the interesting thing that happened. I probably won't forget that. That was an interesting start to trying something new. But I won't even put the spoiler on here. Go back and listen to it if you haven't, if you don't remember, or I'll see if I can repost the 2024 story. This might take me a while. I don't think I can do this from my car, and I'm getting cold. So I'm probably going to go home. And once I go home, who knows if I'm going to sleep soon. Because I'm actually feeling kind of tired. But I might get a second wind once I get home. But maybe not. Because once I'm offline and I'm just reading books and stuff, I am very likely to just start falling asleep. This stuff is dense. It's not that... Is it mean or rude to say it's not interesting? It's not that interesting. Like, it is. But it's like... It's not like... Ooh, like... Watch a video of like this cool like YouTube video thing. It's like read the Quran and like try to figure out what these letters mean and what the definitions of things are. I'm not Muslim. I'm not trying to become Muslim. I like to try to do experiences, but I don't really know. Like, I'm not doing this with the community. I don't know if I want to really do a traditional route. I really just don't know what I want to do with it past just what I'm recording right now. But I will figure that out, and then we'll see if I talk about it. And even if I don't, I mean, I'm probably not going to be posting every single day about it, because like 30 days of posting about something sounds like a whole lot that I might not do, but it might give me more to post about. But for people out there who are doing it, I hope you guys have fun doing it, and if you want to share, go for it. For my friends that are doing it, I'm hoping to be able to talk to them about it, and if they don't mind me sharing about it, I would love to share some stuff that I learned from them, whatever that may be, because they are a lot more familiar with it, way more than I would ever be. But I do want to learn more. I don't want to have other creepy experiences, I can tell you that much, but one was enough, and I don't think I want more of those types of experiences. I'm not the one that determines if that kind of stuff happens or not, but I don't want it to happen. I hope it doesn't. But it scares me. I don't like scary things. I don't like scary things like revolving around religion. But I don't know. I think I'm looking forward to having some fun with changing up some things with my schedule and with learning some stuff and seeing kind of what it's like to kind of disconnect from some things, connect to other things. Like I said, there's probably some content that I'm gonna follow. There's that one mosque that I sometimes like their content a little bit, even though whatever, it is what it is. And then there's that guy, Obed Fox, that I like his content. So if he has anything new up, I might want to like check out his stuff. He's probably the first content that I started coming across regarding Ramadan, and I mean, there's 30 days of it, so there's a lot of time. So I don't know, anyone who's doing anything with it, I hope you have a good time. I'm gonna try to post this up tonight. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try and post it up tonight. And I think it said something about refraining from like sexual activity during the times when you can't eat. I read that somewhere while I was looking for some other stuff. I don't think it's just eating. I think it's that too. But I don't know what else the fasting includes. And I don't know if people don't work. I think people work and go to school still. I know there's probably more praying. I don't know how much or where or when. I don't know if the Quran talks about when to pray about stuff. I think last year I did kind of think a lot more about the prayer times and stuff. That was a challenge. I was like, 5 times a day is a lot. Even 3 times a day is a lot. But 5 times a day is a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll see, and I'll see what I report back about it. But I'm gonna put all those links, or at least the QR codes link, in this description, and I'll see if I go back and repost the 2024 stuff. And then I kind of want a snack. I kind of want to go home and have a snack right now, even though I probably need to go to bed. I ate a light dinner, and I ate early, and I ate like a little after 4, and now it's almost 9 p.m., so in 15 minutes it's going to be 9 p.m., so it's been a while, but I think I'm going to go home, because I'm pretty tired too, and it's getting cold out here in this car, so I'm going to take off, but let me start this car. But that's about it for now. Thank you so much for listening.